These dudes in relationships don't seem like they really want to be in relationships, because why are they doing this dumb stuff? This woman posted in the Two Hot Takes subreddit saying, "Am I the a hole for asking my boyfriend to stop fake proposing to me in public? Like, what is this about? Why can't they just act normal?" She says, "I've been dating my boyfriend for almost 3 years now. We're serious. We live together, and we talked about marriage a few times. No rush. We're both still saving up and figuring life out. Here's the thing, though. Lately, he's gotten into this weird little habit of fake proposing to me in public, like full on dropping to one knee, grabbing my hand dramatically, and saying, 'Will you hold my wallet while I go pee?' Or 'Will you get tacos with me after this?' In front of strangers. Strangers. It started out as a one-time joke at a friend's barbecue. Everyone laughed. Cool. But now he does it at the grocery store, at the movies, once even at a park when a tourist literally pulled out her phone to record it. I had to awkwardly wave and be like, 'No, no, it's a joke.' Mortifying. I asked him nicely to stop. I told him it makes me super uncomfortable, especially because people around us actually think it's real, and then I feel like I'm disappointing them when I don't squeal or cry. Also, like, proposing is a big moment. I don't want to feel like a punchline." He said, "I'm too uptight and that I ruined the bit." He said I should be able to take a joke and that he's just lightening the mood because everyone's so serious about proposals. Now he's sulking and acting like I shut down his entire personality. He told his friends I hate fun, and one of them actually messaged me like, "Let the guy joke around. It's harmless." But I don't think it's harmless when I'm cringing in front of a Starbucks while he fake proposes with a cake pop in his hand. I'm just tired of feeling embarrassed every time we leave the house. So now I'm wondering, was I being too harsh? Should I have just laughed it off? Or or is it fair to ask for the real proposal moment to feel special? Am I the a hole for asking my boyfriend to quit fake proposing to me in public? One thing I say about women asking these "am I the a hole" questions: women are simply looking for validation for feeling normal human emotions. This man is doing these stupid jokes, is not making her feel good. She's communicating to him clearly about something that she doesn't like. One of the things that I see consistently is, did she communicate properly? Did she communicate? This woman is clearly communicating. She is saying, "I do not like it when you do this, this, and that." And instead of him hearing her and taking what she says seriously, he's just like, you just don't understand me. This is a you problem. You have no sense of humor. And like, literally, when that's the reason why I hate when people say, did you just try communicating? Yes, women communicate. Women do communicate. It's just that they don't want to hear things that they don't want to hear. Like, he doesn't want to hear that this makes her uncomfortable or she doesn't find this funny. He just expects her to just continue to laugh even when she says, "I don't like it when you do this." Then Priority says, what the F? Definitely not the a-hole, but your boyfriend is. That's like a slap in the face over and over again. And then you even tell him that it makes you uncomfortable, and he throws a mantrum. Yes, for using mantrum. Yes, that's a huge red flag. He'd rather make you uncomfortable than give up his joke. This doesn't sound like a guy you should marry if he's willing to just disregard your boundaries like that. And here's the OP says, "Yes, thanks for this. Yeah, it honestly feels like a slap in the face sometimes. I get that he thinks it's just a harmless joke, but I've told him more than once that it makes me uncomfortable and he just brushes it off. I didn't even think of it as a red flag at first, but now I'm starting to see how dismissive it really is. Like, if I did something that made him embarrassed in public, I'd stop immediately. The fact that this bit matters to him more than my feelings is starting to bother me more than I realized." Thinks Ying says, "You could go the mature route, or next time he does it in public, you should loudly start yelling that you won't marry him until he starts paying child support to his other baby mama. Start accusing him of being a deadbeat dad and how you don't want to tie yourself to a broke deadbeat who won't feed his child." If he gets upset, remind him it's just a joke and you thought you were supposed to play along and have fun. Tatas says, OP, this is the way. I mean, he sees it as a fun joke or prank, so why not? You can come up with some random fun stuff. One time say he isn't paying child support. Next time say that he already got 3 wives at home. Whatever you can come up with. To him and his friends, say exactly what he is saying now about you. Rez says, you're not even divorced yet. What are you doing? Or say, oh my God, you left your wife? And then finally, I told you I'm not marrying you until you're off probation. I love that they're giving her lines. All she has to do is practice these. Emmy says, we've talked about this. Not until you finish the antibiotics and have a clean follow-up swab. If he looks confused, mock whisper, you know, for the hand wave vaguely at his pelvic area and wince. Stuff. If he looks all annoyed and confused, stomp your foot and says, and that includes the crabs this time, because like he forgot it the last time. These people are diabolical. Gastropodia says each time he proposes in public, say no. If that does not work, say no, because you have a small peen. He will stop, not the a-hole. These people, like I said, these people are diabolical. The OP says, laughing my butt off. Okay, the say no because you have a small peen part actually made me choke on my water. Ha ha. I might not be that savage in public, but I swear if he does it again in front of strangers, I'm going to start responding with, sorry, I'm already engaged to someone taller. But seriously, thanks. I needed that. I needed a laugh. And yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that this has crossed into cringe. It crossed into cringe territory. Just a few more people giving her suggestions. Let's just finish some more. Yellow B says, and if he says not to say that because you're embarrassing him, then tell him he is too uptight and ruining the bit. Scary Girl says, how about no thanks, I'm engaged to someone who respects me. That's not really that funny, but that is more like mature. Scorp says, no thanks, I'm waiting for someone who can make me laugh. See how Mr. Jokester takes that reply. All right, I'll end it with this one. Curiously Flavored says, love the replies. Number 1, small peen. Number 2, someone taller. Come up with 1 or 2 more. Use a different one each time. You won't need more than 3. If he complains, say, I'm improving the bit. Wheaton Buckle says, that is truly hilarious, but you may want to consider that his reaction shows something deeper. Fears about marriage or commitment, or fears about the future. His response is very immature. If he can't understand why this joke is not funny, he may not be ready for marriage anytime soon. You need to have a heart-to-heart talk with him to find out why he is doing this. Best of luck to you. See, we ended with someone being mature and not diabolical. I like that. That was mature. You do need to have a conversation and see why he's doing these stupid jokes. I have no idea why these men want to have these stupid jokes, but these jokes are never particularly funny. It always makes the woman the butt of the joke. We are tired of being the butt of the joke, and women are saying that loud and clear. Why these men refuse to understand and listen shows me, and I will continue to say this, that many of them need to be lonelier. The loneliness epidemic needs to turn into a pandemic until they get some sense about themselves. They just are not doing their best currently. Let me know what you think about this one. Join the conversation, and don't forget to like, comment, and share.